4 teams still playing this weekend in Region B called the Dogwood District home. Only one of those, Altavista, was in action tonight, making the trek to Riverheads to do battle with the Gladiators. The fireworks going off in the pregame. Let's hope they saved some for during the game. The Gladiators looking to write another chapter in their storied history. Early on, though, Altavista on the move. Johnny Wimbush looking for the edge. He gets just enough around the corner to keep the Colonels' drive alive. Then how about Chris Clark? He's busting right up the gut, scooting 40 yards, sniffing the end zone to make it 7-0 Altavista. But Riverheads had an answer. They're going to give it to Demetrius Younger. He's bowling his way for good yardage, moving the sticks, coming out of the pile and setting up a Gladiator score. They crash it in behind the offensive line for the touch. The game was tied at 7-all. The Gladiators would get the ball back, and Corey Sandridge taking things into his own hands. He dances for another big gain. This would set up a Riverheads field goal. Just like that, they're knocking it through. The home team had the lead at that point, 10-7. Altavista, though, hitting the comeback trail. Check out Wimbush, the deep ball, throwing it up for Tavon Payne. He makes the catch inside the 5-yard line. Altavista came back to win it tonight, 20-17, advancing to the state semifinals. The Dogwood will be well represented.
Altavista making its first trip to the state semifinals in 39 years. Johnny Wimbush trying to extend the great run to the state championship game. The QB keeps it for the TD. 7-0 Colonels. Second half, Altavista gets a special play from its special teams. Recovering the muff punt for 6 more. Altavista headed to the state championship game next weekend after today's 14-6 win over West Point. ACC championship game.
It had been some 39 years since an Altavista football team had made it to the state playoffs. Now the Colonels are making up for lost time, beating West Point today to advance to next Saturday's Division I state title game in Salem. Field conditions, they were nasty. Hard walking, much less making cuts and trying to run, but you do what you got to do. The mud didn't stop Chris Clark here. He takes it in for the score, only to be wiped out by a holding call. But a few plays later, quarterback Rick Adams takes it in. 7-0 Colonels late first quarter. Less than 5 minutes before the half, West Point punter Kyle Davis fumbles the snap, and Lee Miller rushed in to recover for an Altavista TD. Huge play, 14-0 Colonels at the break. Third quarter, Altavista's Johnny Wimbush has a long TD call back for another penalty. West Point's Aaron Rohn scored with 6 minutes left to cut Altavista's lead to 8. The Pointers had a shot to tie the final seconds, but the Colonels knocked the pass away. Altavista wins 14-6 to advance to next Saturday's state title game.
Trying to run in sand almost, but it was just like every time you took a step, your foot probably was 6 inches in the mud. You just had to keep your knees up high and just keep running.
I am thrilled. No one thought we could make it this far, but we showed everybody, and now we're going there.
We're going to save it! Yeah! I think what won it for us, Dennis, is heart. Our kids have just grown into our program, and these last 2 weeks especially, just a lot of heart.
Altavista will play J.I. Burton next Saturday at noon at Salem Stadium for the state title. J.I. Burton edged Holston today 2-0. To Division II, Gretna taking on
Altavista, J.I. Burton, Division I state championship. Colonels senior QB Johnny Wimbush looking to go out on top. Oh, and he brought his A-game. First drive of the game. He picks up the first down on the scramble. Hunter Shellhorse finishes the drive with an 8-yard touchdown. Altavista takes the 7-0 lead. Score is 7-7 in the second quarter. J.I. Burton had 8 turnovers in the game. Oh, this fumble would be costly. Wimbush on 4th and 26. He throws one up to Lee Miller, who hauls it in from 31 yards out. Wimbush 6 for 8 passing, 77 yards, and that amazing touchdown. Colonels still not done doing damage in the first half. Guess who? Wimbush again breaking off the 39-yard touchdown run. 21-7 Colonels at the half. Fourth quarter, Wimbush puts the game away. He had 145 yards rushing, 3 total touchdowns. Altavista wins its first state title, 27-7.
We went off on top, seniors. We went off on top. We went from the bottom to the top. And I can't describe it in words. I can't.
Hey, I'm so happy for our town because we've been the doormat of football for I'm not sure how many years.